Hi friends, happy Tuesday. You know, I was just noticing the last sub alert when all the emotes went crazy on the screen. I was like, man, my emotes are like really colorful, aren't they? Like there's so much color. I love it. There's a lot of yellow too. Hi friends, sorry about that little hiccup. We were having continued issues, it seems. If you were here for our start to Little Nightmares 2, we were having some issues and they were continuing today, but I think we actually fixed them, believe it or not. Also, let me catch up. Whirlsies, thank you so much for the 1 year resub. Burry, thank you for the 21 months. Ben Cannon, thanks for that brand new sub. Appreciate it. Enjoy the emotes. Parzival, thank you for the 18-month resub. Alphabet, thank you for the 61-month resub. You have a bone to pick with me. What did I do? The What's up, Brianna? Hi, Bobby, Mads, Toki, Game Master, Lucas. What's going on, friends? Oh, thank you, Mel. How are you today? You guys are gonna make fun of me. You guys are gonna make fun of me, so I'm gonna peel the band-aid off and I'm gonna show you guys my brand new water bottle. You can all laugh at me. Brianna, thank you for the 200 bits. Appreciate it. Here's my big ass gallon water bottle. And you will see me drink from this throughout the day. The days. I had to get it out of the way. Listen. Listen, it's a gallon. It's a gallon of water. Here, wait, let me show you something. Actually, this is my first day using it, but it kind of is like doing its job. It has like these little times. It has like silly little like, get started, remember your goal, halfway there, whatever, right? It's like goofy, but it makes it really easy to drink a bunch of water and not think about it. Because like, all I gotta do, what time is it now? It's like 6 o'clock. Look, I'm at the 6 o'clock line. I'm killing it. Every hour I sip until I'm, you know, good stuff. Basically, my dietitian was like, hey, try and drink 2 gallons of water a day. And I was like, okay, that's a lot of water. Also I realized this isn't visible. How heavy is it at 8 a.m. Dude, it's heavy. I mean, it's like a gallon if you're carrying a gallon of water around. But I was like, yeah, I don't drink 2 gallons of water a day. I don't even drink 1 gallon of water a day. But I was like, you know what? I'll buy this. And even if there's no way, like I already know myself, there's no way I'm doubling that intake of water. I already pee so much as is. Now I'm peeing twice as much just because of all the water I'm drinking. So, but I was like, if I can just do like, if I can get like 1 gallon of water, like pretty regularly, even if I'm not like, you know, getting it all the way every day, like at least that's something. So that's where I'm at, and I'm trying to do that. I wanted to do some Impidimp encounters before 6 o'clock and then move into, well, still do Impidimps. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. And then do some Pokemon Go on the side. But because of our little tech issues, it is 2 minutes to 6. Hi. Hello. Hello, Zo. There was a Luvdisc chilling back here. What about this Nidoran? Nope. So I will just hang out on this layout since we're gonna do that. I'm gonna drop my incense in a couple minutes here. But Luvdisc, spotlight hour, you know, we'll see. I don't, still have never gotten a shiny during the spotlight hours, I don't think, but Luvdisc would be a cool one, so I figured why the heck not. Yeah, so 2 gallons is a lot of water, and it's not like a recommendation for everybody. You're not supposed to drink 2 gallons of water, just everybody every day. But between the pregnancy and the diabetes and everything like that, basically the way I understood it was, number 1, she was like, listen, because of all the hormones and whatever else and baby kicking your bladder, you're gonna pee when you're gonna pee, regardless of how much you like are drinking, right? So at the very minimum, it's at, you know, I need to stay hydrated because I'm gonna have pee all day long. It's just the truth. And then there were other things too, she explained. Another one that's like stood out to me was just that, you know, I have this gestational diabetes. I have to watch my blood sugars, drinking water, everything is like diluted. So it's just another way to like, you know, deal with that, I guess. So anyway, but I just wanted to show you guys because I knew the second I took a swig out of that thing, it was gonna be something. I think I missed some alerts there too. Matt, thank you so much for the 72-month resub, and Brandon, thank you for the 45 more bits. Appreciate it, friends. Lucas, you got shiny Luvdisc at the last second. Awesome. We're at 5,402 Impidimp encounters, by the way, if you're joining for the first time. Can you guys hear the music? I can't. Am I deaf? I think I'm deaf. I turned it up a little bit. Okay, so there are actually, oh, it's 6 o'clock now. Let's drop that incense. God, I feel like a mess. I didn't want to like rush into stream, but here we are. It's okay. it was worth it because everything has been working more or less. Boop. So I'm glad that we took the extra few minutes to try and fix what was wrong instead of fighting through it. It was one of two things. I did update my graphics card drivers. I have a feeling that wasn't the case. But long story short, we had this like internet thing plugged in where the router was so that Josh could do like Fall Guys with Ashley on when she was here a couple weeks ago with the PC down here, whatever. Basically, we unplugged that thing, and I think that may have actually been causing it. So we'll see. We'll keep our eyes on it. Hexadecanol, thank you for the 62-month resub. Exited a while ago and you're having trouble going live. Got to see you're live now. I think it's good. Trading distance in Go is extended to 40 kilometers until March 1st. Is it? I wonder if I have any like semi-local friends. Who else was there? There were like a bunch. Chelsea, thank you for the 65-month resub. Boo, don't spook me. Hello, I hope you are doing well. Oh geez, I almost just lost chat for a second there. Superior Gamer, thank you for the 17-month resub. How have you been? Is Pogo running at 60 FPS for you? Yeah, everyone commented on it last week too. It's my new phone. My new phone makes everything real pretty. And Geraldine, thank you for the 6-month resub. Appreciate it, my friends. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I know that I haven't been streaming a lot. I'm doing my best, but I hope life's still, you know, treating you guys well. I hope that, I'm sure some of you are, because I know from conversations that some of you are located in Texas, but I hope that nobody's dealing with these crazy, I'm gonna catch these guys, power outages and freezes, and Jesus Christ, it looks awful. So I hope that everyone's safe. Joxy, thank you for the 51-month resub. Oh my god, I can't even keep up. Mads, Mads, thank you for the 26-month resub. And Harumi Kindle, thank you for the 2-month resub. I should just stream like one day a week every week, and then I'll feel really special every day, like every time. Because everyone will be forced to resub because I never because I have such long streaming breaks. Oh man, Chelsea, thank you for the 1,000 bits, you dork. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna say it again because I'm sure you guys missed it. Yes, I'm drinking out of a big ass bottle. I know I look weird. Deal with it. Also, yes, there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. I am looking forward to that. We can totally stream it together. I think it'll be fun. Kyrie Drive, how are you doing? It's been a while because of work. I get it. I get it. What phone do I have? I have the new Samsung S21 Plus. And it does make Pokemon Go look very pretty. Kuri, thank you for the 22-month resub. My friend had no power since yesterday and I'm so worried. Yeah, so like we dealt with like power outages twice in Washington at our old house. They were both in January and it was cold and stuff, and so we lost heat and everything. But I mean, temperatures probably weren't freezing. They were due to like windstorms. I don't care about you, bye. Are you a new one? I don't care about you, bye. It's the same one. But we weren't dealing with like super freezing temperatures. It was cold. It got cold in the house and we were uncomfy. And we thankfully had like a fireplace in our bedroom, so at night we could just like close the doors and keep the fireplace running and not feel you know, cold. So I can't even imagine what it's like for people who, you know, number one, aren't dealing with it at all, but especially because, you know, you're just not prepared for it. There's no infrastructure there for this kind of, you know, severe weather because it isn't the norm, you know? Also, I am dropping frames again now. I think it's stabilized. It's annoying, but at least it's better than the constant drops we were getting. I don't know. I've just seen like crazy videos of, you know, people dealing with like damage already from pipes freezing, or like literally I've seen like frozen walls. That was a good throw, wasn't it? And of course, not having power means usually not having heat for that extended period of time, and that's insanely miserable. So I feel it. I feel for anyone. I hope that you guys are all safe. Zoe, I don't want to kick your butt. I will, but I don't want to. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to kick her butt. Believe it, okay? Oh, jeez. Ugh. Oh, jeez. This dog, I tell ya. Whew. But yeah, how have you guys been? What have you been up to? I feel like we actually did like some productive stuff this weekend. Well, fun. Anyone do anything fun for Valentine's Day? Allie, hey, speaking of Valentine's Day, there's my Valentine. Thank you for the resub. You are too late for the hype train, but you're never too late for my love. I don't know. Hi, I love you. Josh and I didn't do anything particularly special for Valentine's Day, because I don't know, it's not like a big deal to us. It's okay, honey. It wasn't. It's okay. It wasn't the smoke alarm. It was the treadmill squeaking. You're okay. But we did eat good food. So there's that. We ordered delivery breakfast Valentine's morning. And then, oh, we went to Target for something and ended up grocery shopping. Not at Target, but like we ended up grocery shopping. So that was our Valentine's Day. We grocery shopped and then for dinner ate frozen food. But it was nice. It was relaxing, you know? Well, there's that. Decorate some cookies. Watch the Britney documentary. You know, I've been thinking about watching that. But I feel like it's just gonna make me upset because like the whole... From what I understand of Britney Spears and her situation is already upsetting, you know what I mean? So. Oh, god don't. 4 days before Valentine's Day. Listen, I'm sorry that happened because I'm sure it wasn't a fun thing to deal with, but I don't know. I was trying to think of something like cheesy and nice to be like, but you have yourself. I don't know, that sounded horrible. You know what I mean? There's a lot of like silly pressure put on Valentine's Day too, where people are like, oh, but I feel bad because I'm single. And it's like, but like, it's just a dumb commercial holiday. You know, treat yourself, make yourself some food, you know, do something that you have been putting off because you know, just do it for yourself, right? But I hope that you're doing all right and coping all right. Spent Valentine's Day betraying friends in Among Us. There you go. There you go. We also had like a little game night with friends, like we not on Valentine's Day, on Saturday, where we just like hung out and played Jackbox, and it was just nice to do that because we haven't in forever. Forgot it was Valentine's Day. I mean, fair. Fair enough. Okay. Cannot multitask. Playing a lot of Stardew 1.5. Yeah, so it's on console now. It's on Switch and everything. Ashley was saying her and her friends started up a new farm to play the new update stuff. I really need to play my... We have so much going on! I need to play my farm again, though. I want to do... what do you call it? Festival in Rosewood with you guys. I was gonna just time travel to the 15th and hope that it would work again. I don't know why not, right? So I want to do that one of these days, and then we are still like, we just started Little Nightmares 2, so we probably have like at least 2 days I would think of playing that. I don't know how long the game is. All right, bye. I don't care about you, Luvdisc. So we gotta do that. Hey homie.
Is it all good?
We had some minor drops, but it's infinitely better than it was. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. What? Well, only 1.1%. And they were network again. Oh no, I take that. Well, 0.1% were frames missed due to rendering lag. What? I just said like minor frames. But we're cruising, so it's fine. Oh, excuse me, Chuber. Okay, not too hungry right now. Well, you can eat yours. Sorry. Sorry. The dish Josh made looked really good. It was. And there's leftovers. And that is what we're eating tonight. Playing the Doraemon Story of Seasons. I never finished that game, but I really enjoyed it. I liked it more than the I'm sorry, I liked it more than the Friends of Mineral Town one. I just was so attached to the art style. Like, I couldn't care less about the Doraemon characters at all. And there's no like relationship aspect. There's like friendship, I think, still in that, but I still was just much more obsessed with that one. Happy, hello. Thank you for the 26-month resub. How you doing today? February 14th is your niece's birthday. There you go. So you can always celebrate. You guys, I'm so mad. I did a Latios. Jimmy invited me to a Latios raid yesterday. I threw 19 gosh darn balls. The number of excellence I threw, gold, Raz, it got away from me. I was so pissed. So now I gotta wait for someone to invite me to another Latios, because like, I can't do them around me. I have no one to do them with. And I'm so upset. Twitch has apparently decided that I don't need notifications anymore. Whoop. Hey Vine. Thank you for the 32-month resub. How are we doing tonight? Oh, that was a great throw, Renae. Also, yesterday, what? Okay, Luvdisc, I don't care about you that much. Josh has been reading a ton of Minen. Who are you? What are you doing here? Josh has been reading a ton of graphic novels lately, and he just orders them online. You know, he'll find a series he wants to read. And yesterday he was like, man, I really want to go to a bookstore. Like, I haven't been to a bookstore in so long. So we went to a bookstore. And it was nice. I didn't get any books for myself. I looked. I have a couple books I need to read. So I was like, I'm slow. I'm not gonna buy myself new books. Josh got a bunch of new graphic novels. He got one that I want to read though, because it's hot pink. But The book itself is hot pink, and I was like, I want to read that. So, but it was just kind of nice to walk around a bookstore after probably multiple years since I've been in one. Almost finished with my living national decks in home. Wow, not counting legends and mythics. Yeah, it's called Paper Girls, I think. The synopsis gives me like Stranger Things vibes, but like I think just with more female characters. It's like 80s sci-fi. Oops. 80s sci-fi stuff. Oh, are there Valentine's like emote modifications? Look at that cute little heart-eyed Jishy. So cute. I'm in. Yeah, I'll tell you when I read it what I think of it. Josh just got the first like volume or whatever. There were 3 big ones there, and he's like, well, I'll just get the one. We'll start with it. Going to Borders as a teenager was the highlight of my month usually. Yeah, so there was a Borders close to home when I was growing up that I would go to like semi-regularly. Wait, Amazon is making a series based on Paper Girls? Wow, I feel like maybe Josh mentioned that and I forgot. Well, no, because he's reading Sandman right now, and he was telling me that Netflix is making a show about that, so maybe I'm getting it confused. But that's cool. I'll have to read it and then like watch it, and then I can be that person like, well, I read it and this is different, whatever. But yeah, well, Borders closed I think entirely, right, at some point. But we went to a Barnes and Noble because it was just the closest to us. It was nice. It was big, you know? Books A Million was our early high school hangout. I love that. Books A Million. These are cute. Look at it. There's little lips. Is that a broken heart? Too funny. Yeah, 2011 it closed. Wow, that was so much longer ago than it sounds like. What are my dinky throws? Josh got me a book the other day on one of his online purchases. He's like, oh, I got you a book because I saw it and I thought of you, which was very cute. Do any of you guys listen to the Sawbones podcast? Because I listen to it like semi-regularly. It's in my rotation, so he hears it playing in the house all the time. But apparently there's a Sawbones book. And so I have to read this. And then I actually have a graphic novel I need to read as well. But it's basically about, well, their tagline for their podcast is like what do they say? Like a misguided, I don't know. They talk about medicine of the old and how crazy we, like the crazy stuff we did as humans while figuring out science and medicine, you know, things like drilling holes in your head and whatnot, but like more interesting than that. A misguided marital something tour of medicine. I don't know. It alliterates. I have not read any of Sandman, Alquana. Josh told me though that you were a big fan. I don't know if he said that you were the one that recommended it and that's why he got it. I don't know, but he's shown me it. Like he'll be reading and be like, oh my god, look at this panel or whatever. It looks spooky. Cresselia or Mesprit, Romer and Platinum. You're crazy. I vote Cresselia because I like it better. Man, here we go again with the frames. Are you guys noticing it? Is it like buffering or anything on your end? It's still much better than it was, but it's more than it should be, you know? I don't know, man. I wish I knew. You love my big water bottle? Where did I get it? Amazon. The brand is like Zomake or something. I don't know. I was talking about it earlier, saying that my dietitian told me to drink 2 gallons of water, and I was like, girl, that's not happening a day. But I'm shooting for 1. So instead of like filling up cups of water and leaving them all over the house and drinking them halfway and da-da-da-da-da, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get me a gallon water bottle and we're gonna see how we go from there. Hey, I don't even care about you, Luvdisc. Okay. I don't know why I was trying to throw the curve still in that direction. I'm working for Big Water now. Yes. I was on my way. It shouldn't surprise you guys. I always tell everyone drink water. Don't drink soda, drink water. Being a water convert myself, you know. No luck. No shinies anyway, Riley, no. I don't think I've gotten a shiny ever during a spotlight hour. I really want Luvdisc specifically. It's a cool one, and it's like, we're close enough to Valentine's Day. It's thematic and neat. Two gallons of water is a lot, also high. It is a lot, and you shouldn't drink it. But I need to drink water because I am pregnant and I have diabetes. So. Yeah, go to the Walmart parking lot. I mean, if I really wanted to take advantage of these spotlight hours, I wouldn't sit in my house and use an incense. Like if I, you know, come on! I don't care about Kakuna and Tauros. Get these out of here. You know, I would go to somewhere where there are more spawns. But I'm like, you know, it's a fun little thing to throw in while we're streaming Pokemon, you know? I actually really enjoy doing this. I maybe drink a cup of water a day. Listen, I'm no expert. I'm no doctor. My body thanks me when I'm well hydrated. But it's like I was saying, I already have been peeing a ton. Like I've noticed that I'm peeing a ton. I'm at that stage, I guess, of pregnancy. But today especially, I've peed like twice as much. As usual. Wish they increased odds during Spotlight Hour. Yeah, I get why they don't, because I just feel like... Well, they wouldn't do it weekly, I feel like, if they were increasing odds for something every week. Like, I wish they did it on a personal, selfish level, but I also get that, like, I don't know, we need to have community days and stuff that are, like, special feeling, I guess. But, like, also give me the shinies, right? Yeah, what is it? What is Gen 6 bird called? Oh my god. Fletchling, right? That's what it is? Fletchling, yeah. Not like my favorite Pokemon by any means, but it's exciting that it's a brand new shiny in the game, that's for sure. Pidgey. There are so many birds. Every gen has its bird, its early bird. Right? You punk. You love Fletchling's line, yeah. I don't know what the shinies look like. Talonflame's like a cool enough bird, I feel like. But what do shiny firebirds look like? Okay, so Fletchling has sort of like a light brown body instead of like a gray body. Oh, they all kind of have that scheme, it looks like, actually, right? Sort of slightly lighter head as well, kind of a brighter orange. What about Talonflame? Yeah, similar. Talonflame looks kind of cool, actually. I like that like color of its underside better than the normal gray. It's not drastic, but I kind of like it. I don't hate it. Yeah, they really do feel like they're more focused on good Pokemon for PvP, Lucas, and I personally couldn't care less about that. But I'm a sucker for like shiny hunting. Even if I have 10 of the same Pokemon, I'm like, oh, a community day? Great. You know? Ugh. I didn't even realize that, Game Master. I was looking through the battle things. I did like one Love Cup battle because I was like, all right, so what's this all about? And that was like the first time I realized, like in the past week was the first time I realized that they had fleshed out the PvP system to the point where you get like rewards for battling, which like, duh, right? But I didn't have much interest in it. Look, yeah, 1 win, 1 battle, longest streak. And I was like, wait, you get like encounters? But I didn't know that there were, certainly not for the Love Cup, I assume, or whatever it was. But I didn't realize there were Pokemon locked behind Battle League. I suppose it makes sense. But... you have to be rank 20 in order to get Frillish. You can get Latias or Latios. Yeah, I think that's what had me looking at the battles at all, is because I saw a Reddit post or something where someone got a shiny Latios or whatever one it was from that. And I was like, wait, you get Pokemon encounters from that? Still haven't gotten enough Meltan candies for Melmetal. When they first did the Meltan boxes, I like grinded those out. Yeah, I just personally don't find the battles, like the PvP stuff, all that interesting. I mean, to be fair, I've never been big on any kind of battling competitively in Pokemon, right? So I feel like the system in Go, well, they are making it better. Doesn't speak to me. That's all. Also, if anyone is in Central Time and doing Luvdisc right now with me and gets a Luvdisc, a shiny Luvdisc, I mean, I will hate you, that's all. That's all. I know last week a couple people got some blue cows. I feel like that's the case for every kind of Pokemon battling though, isn't it, Game Master? And then one person will be like, ooh, I have a sneaky little team, and it's like all the rage, right? That's just kind of why it never really... I'm not drawn to it. Banned forever. you get a shiny Luvdisc band. So I put ice in this morning, knowing full well it was gonna melt by the end of the day. I told myself, oh, I'll just throw some ice cubes in randomly throughout the day if I feel like I need it. I'm really proud of myself. I'm not usually a room temperature water person, but I've been fine with it. Had no idea community spotlights were weekly now. Yeah. I don't know how long that's been a thing. And I usually only do it, most of the time they are Pokemon that can be shiny, but I feel like every once in a while they're not, and I don't bother with those. So I'm like, Stardust, whatever, like, I don't care. But if it has a chance to be shiny, then I'm like, okay. I'm just checking in case someone invites me to a raid, you know? Just checking on my mons. I'd probably be more mad about the Luvdisc than the Impidimp, which I feel like says a lot. I've just accepted this is my life, right? Like not resetting. Encountering mushroom Impidimps is just my life. Snover Spotlight Hour helped me grind XP back when Catch XP was boosted. Sure, yeah. I will admit, I really appreciate, I feel like this year, well, okay, 2020 was actually a good year for Go in general, even though we were all mostly stuck inside. Like, I actually super appreciate how much they adapted in a lot of ways. Because, like, the whole point of the game was to obviously get out and go and play, right? Like, go outside and do things. And we can't do that in a pandemic quite the same, can we? So I appreciate, I've played more Go probably now more than ever, to be honest, even though I'm at home most of the time. Oh, my chair's stuck. Hi, CJ. Hey, Admiral Toad, thank you. I'm hoping. I don't even know what I'll do with myself if we, like, finally get the Impidimp one day. Because it's always a nice fallback, like, oh yeah, we can continue the Impidimp hunt. But when we get it, it's like, wait, then what do I do? Yeah, I may have convinced Josh to do the Kanto thing with me on Saturday and pick the other one so we can trade each other. I mentioned it to him like last week and he was like, oh yeah, that could be fun. So I'm gonna mention it again and see if he's willing to drop the like 12 bucks or whatever it is. Hey there, Laura, how's it going? Did I enjoy the festival event? Yeah, I felt like it was pretty similar. We were just running around catching feathers mostly, right? I did get everything and I got the float and everything. I'm gonna do it again in my second island. I didn't have it wasn't fun enough to do it twice in one day, but I do want to collect all the stuff in my second island as well. So I figured I would time travel back to the 15th in Rosewood and we could do some festival together one day this week. So I have a friend in Go, somebody I went to high school with, who is clearly like a big Go player because she's like level 43 or something. She invites me to raids a lot. Her Pokemon are always like, you know, she plays the game and I'm just like, oh neat, Pokemon. But I'm wondering, I should message her and be like, because I have like no doubt she's doing it. I feel like she always does every event and everything. I should message her and be like, which color are you picking? If Josh doesn't want to do it. Because like, I wonder how close I don't know how far 40 kilometers is. I'm gonna be honest with you. But like, it would be doable. Like, she lives close enough to me. It could be doable. I don't know. Just depends on where she's playing, I guess. Watched YouTube while catching feathers and got like 10 floats. Yeah, I was watching 90 Day Fiancé, the newest episode. Are you guys watching this season? Who's watching this season of 90 Day Fiancé? Pave is wonderful, but like meh, yeah. Some of the items I like a lot. I definitely miss the old Pave furniture for sure. But it felt like Festival, right? I don't know. It didn't blow me away or anything. Also, hi Dad, I'm here for Pave all day, every day, and seeing him made my gay heart soar. Also, yes, hello, hi. Hi. Yeah, I mean, again, I agree. I love Pave. But like, I guess it's what I expected. Like, I didn't expect it to be a crazy event, right? I don't know. I feel like Josh has a shiny Luvdisc or something. When did shiny Luvdisc get introduced in the game? Because I feel like it's I feel like it's been around. Like, didn't they bring Luvdisc into the game kind of early because it was a heart? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna stream the direct tomorrow. Josh is gonna join me for it too. He said he would watch with us. 2019, that sounds about right. I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. I just have this feeling like Josh has a shiny Luvdisc, even though he never plays anymore. They announced Animal Crossing 2.0 update soon for the anniversary. Yeah, so I was talking to Josh and Sammy a little bit about the direct tomorrow. They said that they're going to talk about existing Switch games. The only game they mentioned by name was Smash, right? And then games coming to the Switch like early or first half 2021, they said. So it had me thinking, right? Like, okay, what are existing games on the Switch that could get like information? Oh wow, it was 2018 even. Yeah, 50 minutes is good too. Like, there's potential there. Although for all we know, 30 of those minutes will be Smash. But hi Maddie, I hope you're having a good day. But like, yeah, so obviously I would love to see an Animal Crossing thing. At first I said like, I don't know if we'll see an Animal Crossing, like maybe a small update thing. And then Josh was like, well, remember, Animal Crossing has sold more copies than Smash. So like, it would make sense if they showed something. I think that something probably won't be drastic. It could quite literally be, hey, the Mario stuff is coming next month, you know, because like it is. I don't know. As far as other existing games, I'm not sure, but for like games that we know are coming early 2021, obviously like Pokemon Snap came to mind right away, but I feel like it's much more likely we get like a Pokemon specific direct or event of some kind next week, because next week is like Pokemon's anniversary anyway, right? So maybe they could like mention that, but I don't think we'll actually get any Pokemon anything. I just think it makes more sense. They usually like do their own stuff for Pokemon anyway, but with the anniversary, like Pokemon Day being next month and everything, or next week, I mean, I could more realistically see it there. Hi. Josh mentioned Monster Hunter. I think he mentioned like the new Bravely game, Bravely Default or whatever. But I don't know, like what do we know? Like what else is coming out this year? The first half of this year that we like aren't aware of? I know like a big like pipe dream wish would be like, oh, show us Breath of the Wild 2 stuff or whatever. But we don't have a clue, right? When that's coming. That would be wild if they were like, oh, by the way, that's coming out within the next couple of months. Like, that would be crazy. You know? What? What I can do for you, little girl? Oh, you're pretty. You're so pretty. I wish I had 3 hands so that I could play 2 games and pet my dog. Can't think of anything coming before June that we haven't mentioned. Yeah, like, it's not impossible that they show us something, I suppose, that we don't already know a date for, but... Switch Pro. Yeah, Sammy was saying, actually, wasn't there like some kind of fine print or something that said like, it won't be anything new, I think, but it could be games that we're aware of that maybe don't have dates. Anyway, Sammy was like, yeah, I'm still gonna like hold out for like a Switch Pro or whatever. I don't think anyone is like legitimately holding their breath for that, but that would probably surprise me the most, to be honest with you. Yeah, there is gonna be a Breath of the Wild 2. Oh my gosh, random thought, not really related, but speaking of games being new and coming out, we picked up the Mario game. New Super whatever, Deluxe, this and that, you know, with the... No, it's the cat one, but whatever. It's the one, you know, with Bowser's Fury, duh. And Josh went straight to Bowser's Fury because, like, we've played that game a million times, the regular one. I'll probably play it again because you can do, like, online multiplayer, and I told Sammy that I would play, and I think it would be much more fun to play with somebody than just play it by myself again. But Josh played all of Bowser's Fury between like yesterday and today, and I watched him, and it was really enjoyable to watch. Like, it was like much more content than I realized. They just like slapped a whole extra little game on there, like, oh, by the way, here you go. And it was cool. Zoe, did you come in here just to lick the carpet some more? She's like, well, duh. What else would I be in here for? I think Josh mentioned, like, he could honestly see there being, like, Apex stuff or whatever, because that's on Switch. I don't know. 50 minutes. Like, there's so much potential, right? I scooch my chair back and she stops. Are you gonna leave it? You were reading my mind, Burry, yeah. Finished Paper Mario Origami Kingdom. Think you would like it. Yeah. I've still never played a Paper Mario game. Are they making a second Octopath game? No, don't lick the other side now. I just scooched the chair back and she's like, oh, just kidding. She lays down like, I wasn't doing anything. Oh, Zoe. I think we're coming out the other end of this with no shiny again during spotlight hour. 7 o'clock will... Who's invited me to raid? Ah! I want to try for the chance at the shiny, but I don't need Latias right now, so... If it were Latios, I would do it. I'm just gonna try and encounter Luvdisc for the next 15 minutes. Damn, OBS, why? Do, do, do. I stopped catching all the Luvdisc, so I'm like, are you new? I can't keep track. Leaps and bounds better than Sticker Star, but I hope we get a game more in line with Thousand Year Door. Yeah, that seems to be everyone's favorite. You know that Latias was gonna be shiny for me too. Ooh. A new spawn, just like I get every once in a while. If I'm like towards the back side of my house here, I'll get 2 spawns. It's like the street behind me gets spawns, but not my street. So if I'm like far enough back in my house, I'll see those spawns back there. There's one of them. What are these dinky throws I'm doing, man? Gonna do Heart Gold Snorlax resets. Good luck. You know, I did do a handful of milk raids over the weekend too. And I ended up getting 2 shinies. None of mine were shiny, but I hopped into random raids. 2 of which were shiny. I already have a million Milcery and Alchemy, so I was just kind of doing it to do it, but it was nice. Whoa! There goes that ball. Hey, Lost and Echo. What's going on? Whoops. I really can't believe this Impidimp, man. It's my fault. Like, I chose to do this. Ooh, hunting Celebi. Hell yeah. Good luck. Think the shiny Celebi that Josh got in Virtual Console Crystal. Yeah, that he named Renae. So now I have a Pokemon that I can't rename. Does it have the little icon in this game? It does. It's got the little Game Boy from Virtual Console. Jay Wits? Question mark? Too funny. Had Pokerus at some point too, it seems. Man, I just want to catch the Luvdisc so that they're off the map and then I know when a new one spawns for sure. Because when I have do not disturb on for stream, it doesn't vibrate every time something spawns. But they're so annoying to catch sometimes. I'm like, you're not worth it. Just get out of my face. Yeah, the Game Boy icon's so cool. It's so I've never done a hunt myself from one of the virtual console games like that, but I have this Celebi that Josh traded to me or whatever. It's so cool. I hope you find it. I hope you get good luck. I'm also biased, obviously, because it's Celebi. Man, I really thought we fixed our issues, guys. I'm like heartbroken that I'm pissed is what I am, actually. It's still better because I'm hovering around like 3% total dropped frames versus like 12, but like it shouldn't do this as often as it is. And I couldn't tell you what the issue is. It's not my internet. Not my internet speeds anyway. Just don't know. You were getting a pedicure when he got the Celebi. That's funny. Yeah, I got my little buddy. I'm slacking. I don't have any like of the max friendship level Pokemon buddies with the little ribbon on them. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna put some effort into doing that with Celebi, with shiny Celebi. But obviously, I have been slacking on that. You guys not see me still? There was probably a buffer on my end. Did we die? I still see myself live. Nothing is more frustrating than having technical difficulties without any real clear explanation, you know? We were talking about Celebi, but no, I wasn't. I didn't name it after myself. You know, I probably should be saving balls, not wasting them on Luvdisc, huh? Hopes for the direct. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, reasonably, I don't want to go in with like hopes or expectations because who knows, right? As far as like existing games, obviously I'd love to see an Animal Crossing update of some kinds, more than just the Mario stuff. Wait, I just said I'm saving balls. But yeah, I don't know, because I was trying to think of like which games we know of that are coming out, you know, this year, or I suppose potentially could come out this year. And like, I mean, aside from like Breath of the Wild 2, I can't think of games that we know are coming that I'm particularly looking forward to, besides like, obviously, Pokemon Snap. But I was saying, I doubt we'll see any Pokemon anything unless they say tune in next week for a Pokemon Direct, because like Pokemon Pokemon Day and their 25th anniversary are next week, and I think it makes more sense to see Pokemon stuff like separate on its own. So I don't know. Just don't know. What's up, Celebi? Any chance I got in Let's Go Pikachu that you named after me was spelled wrong? Quality drops once in a while for a split second sometimes though. I mean, I'd rather that be happening than like full buffers. It's just weird because I don't, like, everything was fine for the longest time, and then the past 2 streams I can't figure out what's doing it. Oh nice, you got your Happy Meal today, Lost and Echo. I'm glad they still had some cards for you. I would go get a Happy Meal, you know, for like 1 pack of cards, but I literally can't eat. Like, what am I gonna eat at McDonald's? They don't make vegetarian Happy Meals. So. Well, that's silly, Lucas. You know that's gonna happen. Are you new? No, okay. Yeah, I don't keep up with Logan Paul. So I don't know the details of it, but I am aware that he's been buying expensive Pokemon cards and stuff. Which, like, he's probably in the right age group to have legitimately grown up with Pokemon. Well, he's a little younger, but that's, you know. Yeah, he's still in the right age group. But I don't know, there's a whole other conversation to be had about how that affects the cost of cards and stuff. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Hey, Swanafox. Did I enjoy Festival? Yeah, I mean, it didn't blow me away or anything. I was saying earlier though, it was what I expected of a festival event, running around catching feathers, right? I think you can just request to buy the toy. Usually you can, but I don't think you can. I think like Pokemon in particular was told McDonald's like you can't do that this time, which is bizarre. I get it. It's to try and prevent people coming in and buying their entire stock, but like, I don't know. The whole thing is ugly, so and unfortunate. Wish I had 2 million to spend on cardboard. I mean, it's crazy to me that, I mean, that's why the prices are what they are, because somebody out there will spend that money, right? Isn't it? It's kind of like a sad thought to think one day, like, you just won't be able to ever buy sealed product for old sets. Like, they'll just be gone. You know what I mean? We're not there yet, because there's still sealed base set boxes and stuff out there. But just kind of a bizarre thought. Well, it's 6:59. So unless Luvdisc wants to spawn right now. Didn't get a yellow one. Tauros in the back there. Oh, it's 7 o'clock on my phone. Pokemon cards and Squishmallows are the new Beanie Babies. Man, oh, give me a shiny Skitty. No. Beanie Babies kind of flopped though. Now, I didn't keep up with them, okay? I had a ton of Beanie Babies as a kid. My mom even kept some sealed. She specifically kept a handful of McDonald's Beanie Babies, like Happy Meal Beanie Babies. I remember specifically she had like the country ones. I remember having a Canadian bear specifically. And hers never had value, but I don't remember hearing, I'm sure some had like some value, but everyone was like convinced that Beanie Babies were gonna be like gold one day. And unless that day is in the future still, which like, I mean, I suppose is possible. That didn't really happen, did it? Damn, there goes my incense. So sad. So sad. Isn't it just heartbreaking? Well, I'm gonna get to 5,500 here, and then I'm gonna take a break and go pee. And maybe heat up my leftovers for dinner. And then we'll put Pokemon Go away. No shiny Luvdisc, but we can keep going for Impidimp for a little bit. And we'll see. Today's the day for Impidimp? God, I hope so. 5,500 we're gonna hit. Our GM told us if we were caught with the cards, we'd be fired unless we have proof of purchase of a Happy Meal. Well, God, yeah. I mean, otherwise you're stealing, right? But like, people are still buying the entire boxes that they come in. I don't know if employees are buying them. I don't know if employees are selling them to their friends, you know? But I'm still seeing like entire boxes, you know, the cases that the packs come in for McDonald's to distribute are up for sale everywhere, you know? It's like, come on, man. All right, 5,500 imps. It is a black market. Ugh, okay. Pee time. What time is it? It's 7 o'clock? Oh my God, you guys. I'm right between, look at me just kill it on my water. Look at that. Okay, I can't hold it straight, but look, I'm right at like 7 o'clock. Easy. I just have to pee all day long. Give me a few minutes, friends. I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna go reheat some food. I'm gonna unplug Pokemon Go. But then we'll keep hunting for a little bit with Impidimp and see if perhaps we can still get lucky. So BRB. Hi. Thank you for waiting, friends. I'm back. Oh, I feel better. I'm sad about the Luvdisc, but what can we expect? Excuse me. I reheated some dinner. I'm gonna be munching on this. It's leftover vegan shepherd's pie that Josh made yesterday. And I'm hungry, so I'm excited. Hi, Shadow Shamrock. Humans are 70% water, so you can drink humans too. I feel like that would make you a vampire. I think I warmed this for too long. I mean, liking Luvdisc isn't really the reason for it. Luvdisc has a cool shiny. I like shiny Luvdisc. But I always do the spotlights when they can be shiny, and I never get them. Alright, let's see how hot this is. Doable. I hate garlic and sunlight. You hate garlic? You don't cook with garlic? Oh, that's shocking to me. Raz and I were talking about onions the other day. We're very normal people. They were making soup, and we were talking about how good onions are and how, like, the smell of onions, you know, frying in a pan are like, it's just like the best. And I was like, add some garlic to that, and there's nothing, you don't need anything else. Just that smell of onions and garlic sauteing, man. But we were talking about how, like, there are so many people who, like, don't like onions, and it breaks my heart. And I would argue garlic is right up there, because I swear to God, I cook like everything with garlic, you know? Just everything. Am I Russian or Slavic? No. I'm very English. I'm a quarter Italian. And I got some kind of Scandinavian in me. I wanna say Norwegian? But I'm very, very English mostly. Oh, it's honestly maybe even better day two. Like all those flavors got to sit together for a day. Made vodka sauce last night. Roasting garlic and onions, yeah. All right, I caved for the first time ever in my life. I'm gonna do a TikTok trend. I'm gonna make that, like, feta and tomato pasta, but I can't. I mean, I can make I'm gonna use spaghetti squash instead of noodles because carbs. But it's funny to me because I literally always am using feta and tomatoes anyway. Like when I make a pasta for lunch, nowadays I use zucchini noodles for it, but literally always cherry tomatoes first until they like pop and are juicy, you know? And I always put feta cheese on stuff, so it feels like it was made for me, you know? Thought you were American. No such thing. Unless you're native. I'm not a Native American. I have colonizer blood in me. want to admit to being American in 2021. People are whining that it's flavorless. What are they just doing tomatoes and feta? She's cracked, dude. She's right. Feta's where it's at. I mean, I'm a sucker for all cheeses, but feta's like my current obsession. I mean, for like a year. I also, whenever I make a salad for lunch, I do my mixed greens. I cut up apple bites. I put walnuts in it. Feta cheese. And then like a sweet onion dressing or something. I make eggs in the morning. Spinach and feta. Like I'm telling you, I am obsessed with feta. You can't go wrong with most cheeses though. You can go wrong with some though. I'm not into the moldy stuff. I'm not into blue cheese, you know? That takes it too far for me. Sorry, I'm just like scarfing this down while it's warm. It's so good. Of Turkish cheese, kind of adjacent to feta but more firm. I would probably like it. Can't stand mold cheese either. Yeah, it's too much. Like, I don't know. Whenever I taste it, my brain just goes, you're eating something that is old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, alarms go off. Like, you're not supposed to be eating this. It's moldy. I wish that I could do my standing desk. My computer is still not mounted to the desk. Maybe if I ask Josh this week, he'll do it. But I want to stand after I eat, because I am eating some potato here. Gotta keep my blood sugars down. Blue cheese tastes like crayons. I don't feel like I get that waxy vibe from blue cheese. It's been a minute since I put a crayon in my mouth. You know, probably when I was like 5. But I remember it tasting kind of like wax. Blue cheese with pizza. Never tried it. Never will, to be honest. I'm good about trying foods. I really am. I'll even try things multiple times to be like, have I grown out of this flavor dislike? Like mushrooms, I still attempt because Josh loves them. Paired with buffalo stuff. Yeah, and like blue cheese usually is paired with buffalo stuff. Or like blue cheese dressing on a buffalo chicken sandwich or whatever. Hello? And even that, I could never. I always had to make sure I could get ranch instead. I'll never forget one time I got a buffalo chicken sandwich. And I asked for ranch, but they didn't swap it. Took a big ol' bite. Blue cheese. I was like, well, I'm gonna throw up on this restaurant table now. It was horrible. I don't know. The one thing my body just says, no, you will not. You will not. Blue cheese and hot french fries. Why would you do that to the potato? The most delicious food. Bessie Pineapple, what's up? Yup. You know what's crazy is this weekend, I'm gonna be 27 weeks. Which I think is the start of the 3rd trimester. Really? You don't like bell peppers? Wow. See, to me, they're so tame and almost sweet tasting. That's so funny to me. Hang on, I'm gonna math real quick on my calculator because I don't math. Yeah, I was right. I was second guessing myself because I was like, wait, is that how math works? In fact, I probably couldn't go out in public wearing the shirt I'm wearing. I mean, like, I could. I have a sweater over this tank top, but I have this tank top that used to always like sit loose on me, and I put it on today, and like, I swear to God, the slightest bit of movement and my stomach like pops out the bottom, and I'm like, oh my God, hello? Bell peppers make me gag. Really? Ooh, I'm all about peppers. All kinds of peppers, really. I haven't had like the hottest of the hot, but I would try them. But like bell peppers, easy. Always cooking with like with those, or like obviously I like jalapeno, habanero, you know, the basic stuff you can find at the grocery store at least. But like if you brought me a pepper of any kind, I'd probably eat it even if it was hella hot. I don't know if peppers surprise me so much. I feel like most plants, it makes sense that a human would be like, I'm gonna eat this now. I'll tell you what makes less sense to me is stuff like milk, like cow's milk, or like moldy cheese. Pigs in a blanket. I liked pigs in a blanket. I don't eat them anymore. Too funny. Also, this might sound really stupid, but I find it really fascinating that like our brains process things so differently that like two people can eat the same thing and have like drastically different reactions to it. Like, that's so interesting. You know? I feel like there are a lot of foods too that like in general it's like a popular food, like pizza for example. I don't know, that's just a basic one. Like there are so many foods that like the majority of people would be like, yes, I like that. I don't know. Wine comes to mind, yeah. It's funny. You get a Raichu plush. Do they make official Alolan Raichu plushies? I feel like they have to, right? Most popular foods are carbs, and carbs are delicious. Yeah. That's probably because of like science, in the sense that like aren't carbs like generally the body's preferred fuel source? Like, yeah, there are bad carbs, but like good carbs too, obviously. But you're right. Carbs are delicious. And let me tell you, I'm having a big old pot of mashed potatoes. Maybe some mac and cheese. Second I pop this baby out. You have an Olin Raichu, Danis Nerd? Yeah, I feel like that's something I should have got for myself. Now it's harder to justify buying new plushies. But I love Alolan Raichu. What's up, Steven? Yeah, protein too would make sense. Yeah. Yeah, food, the way like food has transformed over time, and the foods, the things that we eat, and the things that we do with it, like, I don't know, it's just also very interesting. This is like very off topic, but I just had a random memory. We were like out to eat with Josh's brother and his brother's wife like years ago at this restaurant. I think we were in San Francisco. And they were eating bone marrow and trying to get me to eat it. And I was like, maybe it's delicious, but they were like sucking it off the bone. I don't know. I just had a really weird, vivid memory. I can picture like the restaurant we were sitting in. And I was like, nope. I will not be participating. Thank you, though. Finished making dinner. Hi, Parade of Laughter. What did you make for dinner? We've been talking about food, so perfect timing. Humans are actually evolving to have smaller jaws because the food we eat now is so processed that we no longer require jaw strength. It's funny you say that because I was listening to Sawbones, like we were talking about earlier, and I just listened to an episode that is somewhat relevant to that. Also, I have a very narrow mouth, very narrow jaw personally. Like, I had to get teeth pulled, had to get teeth removed, and then braces to move my teeth around because I had too many teeth for my mouth. They wouldn't fit. Waiting for your 3-hour class to start. Are you on the West Coast or something? 3-hour class? It's 7:30 for me right now, and I'm like, damn. I would fall asleep. Oh my god, I have I think we made those dumplings in a previous one. Ashley made them this week, Parade of Laughter. I think they were higher in carbs, so we didn't get them. But I did cook something once from Purple Carrot that was like a crab. And I was like, wait, this is tasty. Did it use the heart of palms or whatever? I had a friend who cracked chicken bones and sucked out the marrow. Had them over for a chicken barbecue. That was the first and last time. LOL. I I mean, listen, you're already eating the meat. You might as well use up the rest of it. But I just personally, the thought of sucking marrow out of a bone, that's too far for me. Uh-oh, water starting to not run. Do you have them, do you have like your water on? Not like running, but like dripping? Have you had it on to prevent it from like freezing in the pipes? Be careful though, don't like leave it on or leave it too high, because that can also make it burst. I know it sounds bad because you're not supposed to waste water, but if you keep your faucets on just enough for like drip, 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 you know, that'll keep the water moving enough in the pipes usually. I mean, it depends. Without heat, you know, it's tough. But it usually at least gives you a better chance of not having it freeze in the pipes. Wisdom teeth used to fit no issue. Yeah, I had to get all of my wisdom teeth removed. They were still impacted, so they had to cut them out, and they were like coming in crooked, so that was the problem in itself. But before that, when I was like, I don't know, 12 years old, I got braces, and they pulled two of my top teeth like over here somewhere, not like the front two or anything like that, but I don't know, the third from the middle maybe on each side. And then I had braces to push all of my other teeth forward or whatever. I hope I don't have dinner in my teeth. Do I? No. So like you wouldn't know, but like this tooth was like here, and they pushed them all forward because all those teeth were, those two teeth were pulled. And then after like years later, when I was like 18 or something, was when my wisdom teeth started to cause issues. They were coming in crooked. So I got all four cut out. Live in an apartment. So yeah, I wonder also though if being in an apartment there's like more of a shared like water system and pipes and stuff. So I would think that would actually help if other people have their water running or whatever. But yeah. Fourth set of teeth just kept growing baby teeth. Whoa, that's so weird to me. Ew, I know that they're just like growing in the same spots and falling out, I assume, but when you say well, no, you said shark teeth. Did they grow in like rows? Oh. that one bothers me. Damn. I mean, but like it's valid, Pickle Toes. Listen. Being without your heat and everything and power, I don't know how bad you have it or whatever, but like to any extent, you know, you have every right to be, you know, I don't even think complaining is the right word, but you know what I mean? Continuous baby teeth means continuous money. I almost said baby money. Yeah, is he putting his teeth under the pillow every time still? Oh god. Baby money. I don't know. They can grow on the brain. I've heard of teeth growing in weird places and stuff. But not the brain. Oof. Caused 2 dentists to retire. Ew, I saw a TikTok of an ear tooth. Yeah, I've heard of ear teeth. Ugh. Best friend's house was 45 and dropping today. They got a hotel room for the night. Yeah. So I mentioned it when we lost power like a couple times at our old house. We didn't have heat and stuff. It wasn't like freezing temperatures. It was cold, like it was January. But it was also not like, it was because of windstorms and not so much like, you know, it wasn't snowstorms or anything like that, or cold. But it still got cold in the house, but it didn't get that cold. When we lived at our old house, our first house together in Illinois that we rented, our furnace broke one winter. And I was still like going to work at my old job, so like that morning I was like, great, I get to go to work where there's heat. But I remember the house was like 55 overnight, which doesn't sound like crazy because when it's 55 outside you're like, oh okay, I throw on a hoodie. But like it's so different when you're living in that and like sleeping in that. You know, we're walking around bundled up with gloves on and stuff. We had like every blanket we had in the house like on the bed, so I can't even imagine. Yeah. Ew. Burry. Oh, I wish I hadn't read that. Too funny. Yeah, I was looking at the forecast earlier because I was like writing out a weather thing for myself. Whatever. And so it's been really cold the past few days. Like highs have been like 0 or 2 degrees and most days are in the negatives, right? And I was looking ahead and Sunday has a high of 32 and I was so excited and I was like, oh god. Like I'm back here where we're you know, we joke about, oh boy, heat waves coming, and it's still freezing temperatures. Yeah, the ice is bad too. I've seen all kinds of videos of like cars sliding and some more lighthearted ones of people just slipping around in their driveways, you know. My Cali baby cannot compute. Yeah, I don't love it. That's for sure, the cold. I'm very glad that for the most part, I don't have to go anywhere most days. So like the cold and snow aren't as bad as they could be. Some mornings when I like open the door to let the dogs out, I'm like, oh my god. Don't stand at the back door without anything on your feet. That's mistake number 1. His eyebrows frosted, had an icicle hanging from his face mask. Why was he torturing himself with a walk in the cold? We get Fool's Spring in February, yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna start warming up again next week probably, and by warming up I mean being like finally over freezing temperatures or whatever. It's February and this is Illinois, so it could be cold for 2 more months. But like, I have to like, I'm gonna be so excited when it is warm enough, or like there are, like snow starts melting and things like that, and I have to remind myself, like, don't get too excited, because quite literally, anything could happen. And it could freeze again tomorrow. Supposed to move to Texas from California last summer. Right now, I'm glad I waited a year. Yeah, the whole country is having like a crazy cold snap, but like it's obviously much worse in areas where they're not used to it and aren't ready for it. I don't understand how people just live in the cold. Because it's usually cheaper, I think. Not always. That's not even true, because like you could live in Chicago or New York and get tons of snow, and those aren't cheap places to live. Although to be fair, Texas is supposed to be one of the more affordable places to live in the country. And obviously you don't usually see this kind of weather there. Listen, I don't know. I can't even say I was born here because I'm the one that moved back here. So like, but I moved back here because it's cheaper. It's cheaper, and I didn't want to go to the South, where it's also cheaper, but it's the South. You know what I mean? First Coon, thank you for the 62-month resub. How you doing today? Just got home. I hope you've been well. Honestly, to be fair, like, I don't like extremes in either direction. I'm sure most people don't, but like, even I just feel like the norm is for people to be like, hooray, it's summer, sun, beaches, and I'm like, but sweat. That's why I loved Washington so much, because like, honestly, you would get extremes, but they weren't the same kinds of extremes. It was so moderate, like almost the entire year. We'd get like 1 week of 90s and we didn't have air conditioning, and that sucked. But like, oh, it was so much more mild and consistent the whole year round, you know what I mean? Midwest makes me nervous too. Valid. I certainly wouldn't have chosen to come back to Illinois if I wasn't like, if I wasn't born here and didn't have family here. Honestly though, Illinois, we got Chicago to save us. There's a lot of Midwest states I probably wouldn't be like, hey, yeah, go ahead and move there. It's cheap. Because we also like very briefly looked at North Carolina, because I know North Carolina is like one of those places, like especially in the Raleigh area, where it's affordable and more younger people are moving there. And it's, you know, I have friends and family actually in the area as well, but I just, I couldn't do it. It's still too southy. I don't know. Also, they don't have legal weed there, so deal breaker. Looking at you, Indiana. Yeah, Indiana did come to mind. I don't know how it came up. Josh and Ashley and I were having a conversation about Indianapolis the other day, of all things, and how they don't have like anything in Indianapolis. And that's like their city, you know? Yeah, I've never been to Ohio, I don't think, but I don't really want to. Although I have friends in Ohio too, so I can't speak too badly of it. Don't go south of Columbus. You should be good. I know that. So I know Pokemon Nationals used to always be in Indianapolis every year, and that's why I went to Indy like every 4th of July for like 3 years in a row. And then didn't they start alternating between like Ohio? I don't remember where in Ohio. Ohio and Indianapolis. And I think Josh went to one of them. Cincinnati, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. But I didn't go. I don't think I've ever been to Ohio. Oh, was it in Columbus? Okay. Makes sense. Michigan with the lakes and the beer. What I can say about Michigan, here's what I'll say. Okay, here's what I'll say about Wisconsin and Michigan, having been born and raised in Illinois. I did a lot of little Midwest travel, right? Wisconsin has Door County, which I love with my whole heart, even though it's really basic and like not that exciting. But that's enough for me. That checks the box. Wisconsin's fine. And Michigan has Mackinac Island. And one time when I was really young, we went to Holland, Michigan, and they had like a little festival, and I got clogs, you know, like Holland, Michigan, but it was like Holland. I don't know. It was some flower thing, but I got little clogs with my name on them when I was like 7, and I was like, this is the coolest place ever. Oh my god, the fudge, yes. Yes. We took my dog Sasha once. Man, I should see if I can find these pictures or if my mom has them. So Mackinac Island has like no cars. It's like entirely horses and stuff. I mean, maybe there's probably emergency vehicles. I don't know. I don't live there. Most people don't live there. It's mostly touristy, but some people do live there. Anyway, but there's horses and buggies everywhere in Mackinac because there are no vehicles. And a lot of people do like horse and buggy tours and stuff. And we were there one year. We brought my dog. We were camping, I think. And we were doing this little horse and buggy tour. And my dog, my husky growing up, Sasha, was just in the buggy with us, like intensely staring at this horse in front of her. And it was the funniest thing ever. Like they were just like, yeah, the dog can come, that's fine. It's just a funny memory. And I know we have pictures of her just staring at this horse's butt. Oops. Your sister goes to college in Holland, Michigan. I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, I was so young. I've only been the one time. But as a kid, I was like, wow. We should ditch cars and go back to riding everywhere. Josh wouldn't do well. He doesn't like horses. I shouldn't say he doesn't like horses. I think it's more of a fear, or just like that is a massive animal and I dare not disrespect it by sitting on it kind of thing. The only time he ever went horseback riding was when I took him, and he was not comfortable. He did it because I wanted to do it, but he never wanted to do it again. I could tell. I was like, that's fine. Not that I like did a ton of horseback riding as a kid, but it was often something we would do when we would go camping, because we would go camping a lot. Because we always wanted to bring the dog with us, you know, and we weren't gonna put her on airplanes or whatever. So we did a lot of camping, and a lot of places, you know, you could do horseback riding. So I definitely did that a ton as a kid. Actually, one time also, I remember I used to go to this like week-long summer camp when I was really young. And they had like various activities you could sign up for throughout the week, and they would cap out, so you'd like sign up early and stuff. But in particular, if you paid more, you got to go horseback riding for one day, and it basically got you away from camp for the entire day. So it was very win-win for me because it was like a church camp. And even then I was like, I don't love this. But yeah, I was like, I always begged my mom, like, can I please do the horseback riding again? And it would get me away from camp for an entire day and I get to go ride a horse. I want a horse, but I can't get to a horse without a driving license, and I don't have one of those either. Ah, yeah. Oh my god, I saw that giraffe video, PKP. I don't know where this happened, why there was a giraffe just poking its head in the window or whatever, or the doorway or whatever it was. Aw. Yeah, that's a bummer, Lucky. Okay, I thought of one good thing to say about Indiana. Where's Chelsea? I only went the one time, but Josh's family, like extended family, had like this beach house in the Indiana dunes. And so I went with one time and it was a good time. Lots of beach fun. That's basically it. Park and Rec takes place there. Okay, there's two things. There's one more good thing. Our only redeeming quality. I don't know. The US is so big. And I feel like the more I visit different places, the more it feels like so drastically like different and segmented, you know? Like obviously, right? Because it is so big, like it's natural that there would be these big divides and stuff. But it's just very interesting to me, having been to basically every corner of the country and seeing like just all, I don't know, everything is different. It is too big. I would agree with that. Too big for our broken systems, that's for sure. Pennsylvania. The only place I've been in Pennsylvania was also when I was young. I went to Hershey, Pennsylvania. So I have fond memories because there was a lot of chocolate involved. But I don't think I've been to Pennsylvania since. I've never been to like, you know, Pittsburgh or Philly or anything. Dozo, leave it. The Upper Peninsula of Michigan, there's a mine that regularly has mine effect snow. Huh. Hey, Evie girl. I'm doing pretty well today. How are you? Don't go to Philly. Okay. My computer is making some weird sounds. Are you okay? Go to a forced school trip to the Constitution Center. I wonder how many states I've actually visited. Like if I sat down and marked them all off, I feel like it's more than I would think. Some of them, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I've been to a lot of places in the States. 25 degrees in Florida, Jean-Luc. Jeez. Have you been dealing with like some of the crazy stuff I've been seeing in like Texas also with you know, power outages and ice everywhere and stuff? I live outside Pittsburgh and I can vouch that there is nothing. I mean, that's kind of the case though for any kind of populated area, right? Like outside of it. I guess like, I don't know. Because I was gonna say like, again, the only thing Illinois has going for it is Chicago. Chicago's fun. I enjoy Chicago. Plenty of fun things to do there. Good food, incredible food. Best museum scene. Like, you know? But you step foot out of Chicago, like where I live ain't shit to do here. Truly. What really sucks is living in Western Massachusetts and having everybody think you're just from Boston. Yeah. Like the only places I've ever been in Massachusetts are Boston area, or like I don't know, how far is like Plymouth from Boston? Because surely we flew into Boston, and then I have family that live in like the Plymouth area, but I don't think it was more than like a 2-hour car drive. So that's also why I just, if I'm talking to someone, or like when we lived elsewhere, like in Washington or California, if it came up that we had moved there and they asked me where I was from, of course I was gonna say Chicago. Oh yeah, I'm like 45 minutes out of Chicago, but what am I gonna say, you know? Oh, I'm from Dinksville, you know, suburb. Like no one knows anything outside of Chicago, right? Not getting the worst of it, that's good. It hailed yesterday. Yeah. Who knows? People have been ignoring like seemingly obvious signs of climate change forever, right? It really is boggling. 2 hours away from Boston is where you're at, yeah. I like Boston. Again, haven't done much outside of Boston. For the most part though, I hear good things. You know what I really like about Massachusetts and I'm jealous of, and I was saying this I think recently, or I was talking to Stephanie about it because she's in Massachusetts too. Now Massachusetts has way fewer counties because it is like smaller, but every single county, ooh, that was a lovely crack. I'm sorry if you heard that. Every county was blue in the last election in Massachusetts, and I'm like, wow, must be nice. A very mild day after tomorrow scenario, yeah. What's up, B Weaver? Oh, your spotlight hour just started on the West Coast. Yes. Good luck, my West Coast friends. Get a shiny Luvdisc. Yeah, they're sprinkled in everywhere. Hero of Time. What we do know for sure, without doubt, is they've never been the majority. Let's see. I'm trying to find a site that'll let me like check off states so I can see how many I've visited. Isn't the rest just desert? Yup. I guess it's probably that way for like A lot of states, huh? It's like, I'm sure most of us, when we hear a state, we think of like their biggest city or whatever. Interactive state. Oh, okay, interactive map. Here we go. I'm gonna like, let's see. States I've visited. Well, I've been to Washington. I'm gonna mark these off here. Okay, it lets me click on the map. Perfect. Okay, so I've been to Oregon, I've been to California, I've been to Nevada. Now, okay, I've driven through Idaho multiple times, but I don't think it's fair to drive through and say I visited. I did spend one night in Montana and one night in North Dakota. I actually don't think I've been to Minnesota. Where's Vermont? I've been there. Vermont is up in far northeast corner. I haven't been to Vermont, but I have been to New Hampshire, which is basically upside down Vermont or whatever, vice versa. All right, let's see. I've been to Wisconsin. Let's do the easy stuff. Michigan, Indiana, Missouri, Iowa. Been to all of those. Wyoming is the empty place. Wyoming was a trip, dude. Wyoming, and I'm sorry if you're from Wyoming, but legitimately the scariest place I've ever been. There were some really beautiful, there was beautiful scenery. When we were driving through nothingness and past like reservations and stuff, gorgeous. When we were stopped for gas or at the hotel, fucking terrifying. Let's see. I've been to, let's do the obvious big stuff. I've been to Florida. I've been to North Carolina. I've been to Pennsylvania. I've been to New York. I've not been to Connecticut or Rhode Island. I have been to New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine. I don't believe... Oh! Wait, I have been to Virginia. Which... Okay, so I was really young. And we took this whole trip up the East Coast. Like the same one where I went to Hershey and stuff. Because we went to... was it West Virginia? Shit, I'm dumb. Hold on. Is Virginia. I've been to Williamsburg. So I've been to Virginia. I've not been to many countries. Those I can list in like on my hand. I've been to Canada. I've been to the Dominican Republic. And I've been to France and Germany. And I believe that's it. All right, so let's see. I've not been to like South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico. I've actually never been to Arizona. Oh, okay, so I spent one night in Utah on our move to California. And then one night in Kansas. So technically I've been to Kansas as well. Or no, was it Nebraska? I've been to both Dakotas when I was like, I don't know, 15 or something. I went on a mission trip. Ugh, listen, I was a child. I didn't have choices. I don't proudly state that I went on a mission trip to a Native American reservation, but I did. Colorado. Shoot, was it Nebraska or Kansas we went through? I've been to Hawaii. I've not been to Alaska. I would love to visit Alaska. I think it was Nebraska. I really do. I think it was Nebraska and Utah. And we dipped into Colorado. Like we drove through Colorado and Wyoming briefly. Okay, so I think that's probably it. Like, I've driven through a lot more of these states, but I just don't think that counts as being there, you know what I mean? So let's see, how many is this total? It looks like less than I realized. And it's really funny because it's very top heavy. The map is very top heavy, and then there's Florida. But I haven't been to like any southern states. Does this total them for me? No. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 24. That's almost half the states. That's actually kind of wild. Your mission was to San Francisco. Yeah, we went and we built beds. I don't know. I cringe so hard thinking about it now because like I have a very different opinion on you know, those kinds of mission trips and stuff. Oh, but look, I'm a good person. I'm building beds. I'm like I will say at the time it was a really enjoyable trip. Most of the time it was spent like I was just hanging out with my friends, you know what I mean? But yeah. Not my favorite or like proudest memory. Yeah, I think you're totally right, Sassy Pineapple. And also, yeah, like I was a minor. You know, I was like 15 or something, and I was like pretty active with my church's youth group. Mostly because, again, it was just a fun time for me. I was always hanging out with people my age and stuff like that. But yeah. Hey, Insidious Turtle, how you doing? I'm using this website, although I think unfortunately by sharing the link here, wait, let me like refresh it. Aha, there we go. I was gonna say you're gonna get a long link with all of my states on it. That's what I was using. You can also do the countries map, but it would be very small for me. Also, so later on in high school, Josh started going to like my church and my youth group with me. And he even went on one of our trips with me, although it wasn't a similar trip. One time we went to a different one was to the, what's it called? Like Heifer Ranch or whatever. That was actually a cool experience. I feel like I learned a lot. But anyway, Josh came with, and we went to, wait, I've been to Tennessee. I just realized that's my 25th state because we went to Tennessee on this youth group trip to like a college there. And it was basically like a big convention thing. So like tons of church youth groups came, and we like sometimes would be in a giant auditorium singing together and like, you know, like the religious stuff. And then there were a bunch of like classes and activities and things like that we did. One of them was like Harry Potter based. I don't remember the specifics of it. One of them, you know, so here's what I'll say, right? Like I've said this a million times. You guys know, like I'm not a religious person. I don't prescribe anymore to that. But when I think about my upbringing, it like Big Kids Vacation Bible School, kind of. Yeah, that's actually probably a really good way to put it, honestly. Josh and I were actually having this conversation recently. Like, there's a lot I don't like about religion, organized religion, especially like people, you know, the money and all that, whatever. There's a lot that could be said. I won't go into that. But I do think, all things considered, I grew up in a really good church. If I had to grow up in a church, I'm glad it was this one, because it was like very progressive and like very open, and thankfully I was never taught specifically, you know, there weren't like homophobic views in my church and things like that, like there are in a lot of other churches. I still ended up not agreeing with it, but for many different reasons. But yeah, one of the classes, one of the like little things we went to at this little Big Kids VBS was ended up being a Q&A session of some sorts, and I remember like big discussions about like being gay and things like that, and them being like super positive and like, I don't know, that was a good experience. Like that was a good thing to like experience through a church, I think, for sure. Multimedia director for the largest Christian camp in Nevada for like 6-ish years. All rainbows. That class certainly would not have aged well. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Josh has such a better memory than me for like the details of stuff like that. I should ask him if he remembers like what this Harry Potter thing was about exactly, because in a weird way, it was still church, right? So we probably were literally like comparing Bible stories to like Harry Potter stories or some dumbassery like that. But all I remember is us being like, oh, let's sign up for the Harry Potter one, you know? Damn, 5,600. Ugh. Dude. I'll do a few more. It is 8:15, so I probably won't stream too much longer, but Harry Potter is satanic. Yeah, Pokemon is satanic too. Never had to deal with those like fire and brimstone kind of congregations and stuff, thankfully. Yes, definitely gonna stream the direct tomorrow. Josh said he'd watch it with me too. I'm so happy it's like 4 o'clock for me instead of like 6 a.m. I'm surprised at the timing of it, actually. I would have been okay with an 8 a.m. one, but 4 p.m. I'm down. Yeah, I think you're right, Avirna. I think we started at 5,400. Oh my god. Was she like opposed to Harry Potter, Shattered Shamrock? Yeah, so I didn't have an experience. So I tried to do church stuff in college too, because I was still figuring myself out and everything. And I didn't have any bad experiences. Nothing stuck. But Josh, same thing. Like, he was much more religious even than I was when he was younger, and he was largely involved in this group at his college too, and he has like nothing but horror stories now, you know, like, I don't know. Blue Rose Fox, sorry. Thank you for the 60-month resub. God, how are you tonight? Back from class, Superior Gamer? Hope it was good. No, it's 2 p.m. Pacific. So it's 4 p.m. for me. She got a substitute fired from my school for reading us Sorcerer's Stone. Whoa. He wanted to be a pastor. Yeah, I mean, he was like studying tons of religion, which ironically is why he was came to the conclusion one day like, actually. I gotta say, like, that was one thing in our relationship. We had been together for a little while at this point, and we had done a lot of church stuff together at this point too. And we both, like, independently for ourselves had come to the decision, like, I am not religious. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. And we both were kind of like scared to talk to each other about it, which is so funny because when it did come up, I think I brought it up initially actually, and I was like, I need to talk to you. It's been on my mind and I'm stressed as heck about it, about talking to you about it. And it was just so funny because we both were so terrified, and it turned out we were having like the exact same feelings. Oh, girls though, at like basically the same time, but totally independent of each other. Which I think is honestly something that I should never take for granted. Like, we're very lucky that that was our experience, because I can't imagine trying to like figure it out with a partner and having like different beliefs, or feeling like you were the one that like made someone change their mind. You know what I mean? Had a guest speaker talk about climate change's effect on Indigenous people. It was interesting. That sounds super interesting. Nick Styles, thank you for the 54-month resub. Didn't realize this was here. I appreciate it. Went to vacation Bible school for one summer in middle school, and the only thing I remember was that they taught it somehow better to take an uncomfortable seat and be offered a comfortable one and just take the seat in the first place. It's weird. I'm gonna head out now. Have a good night, Dan. You've got school tomorrow. I understand. Get some rest. I hope school is good. Yeah. I think similarly too, whenever I see people saying that they have like differing political views than their partner, like I guess like let's be specific here in regards to Trump supporters and non-Trump supporters. And it always blows my mind because like we're not in the age of, oh, it's just a political difference. You know what I mean? Like fundamentally, if you're a Trump supporter and you're with somebody who is not, like, you know, like you fundamentally have different core beliefs, you know? And I feel like that's like very similar. I just remember seeing like TikToks and stuff of a lady being like, my husband's a Trump supporter and I'm voting Biden, and it was like about, you know, who's getting to put the signs in the front yard, and I'm like, lady, you got bigger issues than which political sign is going in your front yard. You know? Oh my goodness. I know there were many cringy lectures from my church camps, but I only remember one, maybe for the best. Yeah. Like I said, for the most part, I think I had a very like good experience for what it was. But I have all kinds of memories and thoughts and stuff, and it's like even as a kid I would like question things or say things, and I just never got answers. I don't know. It's funny to think about, because like now I can look at it and be like, oh, I was just very skeptical as a kid or whatever, like, you know. But at the time I was like, oh well, I'm just wrong because that's all anyone around me told me, which is very bad, but I don't know. Oops, thank you for the 3-month resub. Dude, I need some shiny luck. Do you see this? Do you see how disgusting this is? This Impidimp is so incredibly rude. Oh. I would agree with that, with how many options you have for relationships. Now it's not worth the headache of different politics. Yeah. And this is true. There's definitely some crossover between the two. Awesome, man. Yeah. Someone on your street had literally 20 Trump signs in their yard. There's a house I drove past. It's not super close to me, but when I go to a certain doctor, I have to drive past it. And they still have everything up. They have like 5 flag poles attached to this like big tree in their yard. And they have like insane flags. They have like a, you guys have seen that picture of Trump with like military gear, like Rambo style Trump, right? They have a Trump like that on an American flag. They have like a, what did it say? It was like a white flag. It had like a black, like the cross, not the cross, the fish. And then it just said like proud Christian or something like that. I don't know. They have all kinds of crazy stuff that I've only ever seen in front of that house. And I'm like, all right then. But like still, like I saw it earlier this month still. Oh God. Too funny. You got a shiny Luvdisc poppin' hoppips. Man, I'm jealous. I am jealous. Ooh, what's up? Venero? I'm Bane? I'm so sorry. I am going to mess that up. No, you don't. Friend got 2 cows last week's spotlight. I haven't gotten a single spotlight shiny. I don't think I have. Certainly not any of the recent ones, that's for sure. Bane Ryro. Okay. Bane. I will commit that to memory. An upside down American flag on their front porch. That's so cringe. Like, do they think they're making a statement, you know? What time is it? 8:30. So my bottle only goes to 8 o'clock. So between now and bedtime, I have to finish off. It's hard to see. The water's like just above this rubber thing. But 8 o'clock is this part. So I have at least kept up to my, like I've kept up with my water until 8 o'clock. Are you proud of me, chat? I'm gonna pee all night again. I think I've peed 12 times today. So fun. Oh, lucky. One of the only blue counties in the state. Yeah. Jesus, that's a big water bottle. It's a gallon. Look at it next to my head. My dietitian told me to try to drink 2 gallons of water a day, and I was like, no, ma'am, that will not be happening. But I bought this 1-gallon bottle because I was like, if I can do even half of that, I will be proud of myself. And for the record, no, don't try and drink 2 gallons of water. I'm just pregnant and have diabetes. So that is why I have to drink a lot of water. Just to clarify. That's good to hear, Nick. I think a lot of times too, if someone is like very, I don't want to say like stuck in their ways or anything, but you know, like if they just have like strong beliefs or whatever, I think honestly having a kid, is a good way to like force people to broaden their horizons a little bit. Cause like, I don't know, not everyone is that way, of course. And many kids grow up unfortunately feeling like they aren't, accepted and whatever else, but like in some cases I think like it's easier to be like, oh, my kid is interested in something, or my kid has told me something, I'm going to listen to them versus hearing it from a stranger or whatever. Yeah, so partially it helps with the sugars, also because I'm peeing all the time anyway, keeps me hydrated. But yeah, she said that and I was like, I will not be doing that. I like literally think I laughed at her, like not laughed at her, but like my natural reaction, because she asked me like, what do you drink throughout the day? And I was like, water. I have a coffee in the morning, I drink water all day, and if I'm not having water, I'm having a seltzer, which is water, you know, like there's nothing added to those. And so I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I got this water thing down, dude, I'm hydrated. And she's like, okay, so most people who you know, think they're good at water usually are drinking about half of what I tell them to. And then she's like, so really we should be shooting for like 2 gallons of water. And I went, ah! You know, like I laughed and I was like, I am not even doing 1 gallon of water, you're crazy. Yeah, I love the Sun and Moon music too. Yeah, it can affect your thirst. So he's doing little sleep grumbles behind me here. I feel you, Zoe. I'm getting kind of tired. Any fun name ideas? We do have name ideas, but we're not sharing. Not even with like family and stuff. We're not really telling anyone. A couple people know. But not until the baby's born. I aspire to be good at water. Well, I don't think that if you don't drink a lot of water that you can jump into drinking 1 gallon a day. So pat yourself on the back whenever you do drink water. You know, start there. At the very least, have a full glass of water with every meal, and you'll go from there, you know? Sister-in-law is pregnant. They know the name and won't tell anyone. My mom is dying because of it. Yeah, I went to my mom's house a couple weekends ago and she brought it up, but just kind of like casually. She wasn't like prying or anything, but she just asked like, oh, have you guys talked about names? And I was like, yeah, we've talked about it. And I kind of just like left it hanging there, and she didn't push it or anything. I know we've taken really big breaks, but I feel like this is gonna like easily become our longest hunt ever. Both like just for time spent, but also encounters. Because the only thing that tops it right now, technically Trico tops it by numbers, but by like 100. And there was the Axu Horde. It was like the 5% Horde encounter, so it was like a stupid hunt where we went to like 8,000 hordes. But like that one I almost don't count because, you know, we got like 20 shinies while hunting for Axu, right? Like, oh, you told your mom it's a girl. Yeah, so when Josh and I first found out that we were having a boy, and like before the ultrasound, like the chromosome blood test thing, we like told our parents like, so we did this test and we found out and we can tell you if you want to know. And Josh's mom was like, yes, like immediately. And my mom was like, she's like, oh my God, I don't know. It feels like a lot. Do I want to know? Do you opened the envelope? And I was like, yeah, we opened it. And she's like, okay, I want to know. It was funny. Yeah, I mean, it was like 5,700, I think, for the Trico. Like 5719? That rings the bell. Hey, Brianna. Welcome back. I feel like I'm almost gonna be like numb to it if it shines. Like it'll shine and I'll be like, oh wow, there it is. After all this. Yeah, we got bats, we got Whismer. Whismer and Zubat were the two we got like a ton of, weren't they? Enjoy spoilers. I have a really hard time with like keeping secrets and stuff. Not like that sounds so bad. Like personal stuff. Like it's as simple as I got a really cool gift for Josh or something and I'll be like, oh my God, I can't wait for him to know. Like I want him to know right now. Like that kind of stuff. Like when we knew we were pregnant and we weren't telling anyone yet, like we were waiting, because like most people wait, they want to make sure, you know, there's more risks earlier on in the pregnancy, right? It was like the hardest thing ever. A couple people knew, and they were my go-tos, my confidants. But like, especially before we told stream and everything, it was like the hardest thing to keep to myself. Yeah, it is crazy, Shattered Shamrock. I didn't even know that was a thing, so when they were telling me about it, they were like, oh, and they just like casually dropped like, oh, and also it can tell the sex of the baby. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I'm thinking like, oh, you don't find that out until like the second trimester, you know, whatever. And then of course she says, now it's not diagnostic. It's like 98% accurate. So it can be wrong. So even then I was still like somewhat skeptical until we did the ultrasound, in which it was very obvious that it was correct. It was funny. Oh, you posted? So like, did you just announce publicly, like to friends and family then, that you guys are having the baby at all? Or did you post that it's a girl? Yeah, first trimester is generally where you're at a higher risk for miscarriage and stuff. Anything can happen at any point, of course, but that's why most people wait until like 12 weeks, usually, to make it public. I thought you were speaking a different language there, Subsug. Thank you for the 53-month resub. Tendo Direct indeed. I'm excited. I love watching directs and stuff with you guys. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so mad. Yeah. I feel you, Shattered Shamrock. Telling people one-on-one, but yesterday we told everyone she's pregnant. Yeah. So like, it was funny because we told our parents. I think like just before 12 weeks, because we were just too excited to hold it in anymore. And we're like, well, we can tell our parents, you know? And then of course now they know and they're like, oh my God, when are you gonna tell people? I want to talk about it, you know? And we're like, no, don't say anything yet. Because we wanted to wait like as long as possible. I think we ended up telling people at like 15 weeks, although it would have been 16 weeks now that the date, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, so then I like texted my mom like, okay, I'm gonna make a Facebook post today. And she's like, oh, I wish you would have told me. I was just with Auntie Beth. I could have told her before she saw it on Facebook. And I'm like, ma'am, it's 2020. Like, the whole point of the Facebook post is to not sit here and call people individually. It's just funny to me. What do you mean so she doesn't have to find out on Facebook? That's the point. The point is for people to find out, or you know what I mean? It was just funny. I was like, you think I'm gonna call my family members and tell them? What do you think I am? Well, I guess we'll go to 5650. Oh yeah, 100% with you on that, Brianna. When they're like very extended family, yeah. Also, it's funny because like, I don't know, I love my family. Most of them. And especially having lived out of state for the past like 4 years or whatever, I'm just not as close with people. And I'm like, why did you think I was gonna call people? I don't know, it was just funny. It was just funny. Velvet! Thank you so much for that sub, Velvet. Thanks for being awesome and hanging with us. Who would I feel the need to call one-on-one? Like 2 people? Yeah. Yeah, like we told... So Allie knew first. Like literally first. Allie knew the second I peed on the stick and I was losing my mind and hyperventilating in the bathroom. And I also told Sammy. So like... It was funny, I had taken the test, it came back positive, like an hour later I told Josh, we were like, oh my God, processing, and I'm like, let's go buy more pregnancy tests, let me pee on more sticks. So we did that, and like literally, we were in the car, I was in the parking lot, I just stayed in the car, and he ran inside and bought the pregnancy tests for me, and I had like texted Sammy, and she just like called me right away, she's like, can I call you? So Sammy and Allie knew day 1. Yeah, Allie knew before Josh. He's fine with it. It's fine. And then I think like they were the only ones that knew for a long time. Well, like a month later, Ashley visited us. She stayed with us over Halloween. And so we told Ashley then, like a month later. And then I think maybe Josh told one of his friends early on too. But then everyone else, like our parents and like his brother and everything, we told at like 12 weeks. But then we made like the public Like the same day we streamed and told Stream about it was the same day that we like told extended family and friends and stuff. Oh, Impidimp. Impidimp. Yeah. I was really hesitant early on Hero of Time to like even make it a big deal for myself because I was like worried about everything. It was funny too because, well, it's not funny, but like in retrospect it kind of worked out. Long story short, so when we moved from Washington to Illinois, we had to get different health insurance, and in doing so we basically got the wrong insurance. I'll just leave it at that. So when I'm calling and trying to make appointments, once I realize I'm pregnant, you know, and they're telling me like, oh, you have to see these doctors who are all like an hour away, and we're like, what's going on? We essentially had to wait an entire extra month because we had to get different insurance, but we had to wait until the end of the month for it to like roll over, right? But it worked out because I ended up going to the doctor like essentially when you're supposed to do it the first time. Like you're not really supposed to go like right away. But yeah, I don't know. It worked out, but it was like at the time it was like so stressful, and I was like, man, I can't even go to the doctor. Hey, Mads. Dropping in to say insurance companies are evil. I do not disagree with you. There's a lot of nonsense, shall we say. Oh, always wanted a daughter because they grew up as one of 10 grandsons. Aw, that's awesome. Well, 5650. Yeah, good old American healthcare. Well, Impidimp, it seems like you have won for the night. I like genuinely don't understand either PSAP. Like I just can't even think of like a reasonable, I mean the reason people give is it makes no sense, right? Oh no, here I go. I did a +1. Like people complain like I don't want to be paying for people's health insurance, but like you literally already are. You're just paying out the ass for it now. Like, you know what I mean? I just Anyway. Anyway. I know, I'm preaching to the choir here. Well, friends, unfortunately, 0 shinies tonight. You know what I could do next time? I could prep some eggs next time, and we could hatch some eggs. We did that before. We could hatch some eggs while we do Impidimps as well, and then maybe we'll see some shinies, you know, in between, and it won't feel so bad. Who knows? Who knows? But it was still nice to hang, and you know, again, no shiny Luvdisc, but it's kind of nice. I like having Pokemon Go as like a little side activity from time to time. The fact that we can do anything at home with it is kind of nice. So yeah, there's so much that I just don't understand. I think, I mean, you're always gonna have people in, you know, every part of the world and every kind of like culture that is gonna have more conservative views or whatever. But I really think it's so American to be so stubborn about this kind of stuff. And, you know, I think that we're learning and younger generations are like realizing and going to take that knowledge going forward and do good things. But like, it's so frustrating for people to be like, we're great, we're perfect, we do good, we do the good, and not ever listen or like critically think about these things that they're so convinced are so perfect. They've been perfect forever, no need to change, you know. I don't know, I mean, that's the definition, I guess, of conservative. Whatever, man. I know you guys get it. I don't have to say it to you. I guess sometimes it's just nice to say it though. Like, it's just nice to vent a little, I suppose. But, you know, Broshi, thank you for the 60-month resub. Unbelievable. I'm so sorry that I'm ending as you're arriving, but I appreciate that and I hope that you're doing well. I think tomorrow... Okay, so tomorrow is the direct. I'm gonna go live a few hours before that. I'm not sure when exactly. And we will either do some festival in Rosewood or maybe we'll pick up Little Nightmares 2. I really gotta figure out why. Like, if there's anything I can do to fix these weird frame issues, or if it's literally just like Twitch servers or whatever. But hopefully, I mean, it was better today, but hopefully it's even better, you know, next time. I'm looking for someone to raid. Hold on. Yes. Yeah, I mean, in American individualism is very real. You are right. It's sad. Honestly, like, there's not much more to it. It just kind of makes me sad sometimes, right? But anyway, we can be cynical and angry tomorrow as well. I will see you guys next time. We're gonna raid Podgy. She's playing some Sims 4, so we'll go hang out over there, spread some love, join the raid. Have a wonderful rest of the day, night, whatever time it is for you. And thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow for some Nintendo Direct, hopefully goodness, right? Stay awesome.